Hi friends, good morning. Today I am going to speak about power press machines. So before going this video, I will request you people subscribe and like this my channel. So and support me for next video. Uh, Thanks for watching my video. So today I am going to speak about power presses. First, what is power press? So in this principle of power presses, types of power presses, application benefits, and much more, I will explain. So first point is, what is a power press? A power press is a cold metal stamping machine designed to shape cut from and punch metal. The different type of power presses are fast and efficient mass production pieces of equipment used for the manufacturing metal parts and components. The two forms of power presses are hydraulically and mechanically powered. The operating principles for power presses are mechanical, hydraulic, and servo motor. A mechanical power presses changes circular motion into linear motion using a clutch, flywheel, crankshaft, and fixed and moving plungers. Hydraulic power presses use the built up pressure of hydraulic fluid to create the force to compress and shape metals. Servo power presses are powered by a servo motor that drives the eccentric gear that moves the slider of the press. So, with all three forms of presses, the shape of the workpiece is determined by the meeting of the upper and lower halves of a die as they are pressed together under the force of the press. Previously, the job of giving shape to metal sheets was done manually with great force and effort. The invention of power presses machinery changed the process with the addition of mechanical force and accuracy. And power press designs. If you come to power press design, the definition of a power press is related to how it supplies force. Okay, the main component of a mechanical power press is its flywheel that rotates and build up force to drive the ram. In the case of hydraulic power presses, force is supplied by pressure created by hydraulic fluid, while a servo motor power press has a motor that provides a rotational motion that is converted into the linear motion. Okay, the choice of which type of power press is dependent on several factors. The concept of mechanical power presses is the oldest of the three methods, with servo motors being the newest form. Hydraulic power presses, which are very widely used, were developed as replacements for mechanical power presses. So, hydraulic power presses design. The hydraulic press was introduced over 200 years ago by a British engineer during the first industrial revolution. It was used for foreign as way to replace steam hammers. Over the years, the tonnage of hydraulic press has gradually increased into the thousands of tons with the capability of mass productive a wide variety of parts and components. A hydraulic power press uses a pump, end plates, and a piston that creates pressure in a fluid form and shape metal parts. The main components of a hydraulic press is its pump that pump oil under pressure into a cylinder. Okay, now the cylinder contains a piston that moves up and down to create the compressive force. The piston of the cylinder acts like a pump in order to produce the force. It is the part of hydraulic press that produces the power to apply force to the workpiece. And one more is reservoir. The reservoir contains the hydraulic fluid, collect contaminants from the fluid, removes air and moisture from the fluid, and send it heat into the system. The hydraulic fluid is sent from the reservoir to the cylinder through a tube. Next, valve. The valve helps to relieve pressure and manages the flow of fluid from the pump to the cylinder. Additionally, the valve regulates the speed of the press and the amount of force it produces. It functions as pressure limiter. A pressure gauge measures the pressure of the hydraulic fluid to ensure it is performing within its pressure range. Next is hydraulic pump. The hydraulic pump is the mechanical part of hydraulic power press that moves hydraulic fluid to the reservoir and convert mechanical energy into hydraulic energy. It generates a power flow against the pressure at the outlet. Next, plate. The press plates hold the workpiece in place and provide a platform for the press to bend, piece, stomp, or puncture the workpiece. They are the part of the press that makes contact with the workpiece. Hoses. The movement of the hydraulic fluid depends on a set of hoses that moves that fluid from the pump to the cylinder and reservoir. The hoses are made up of durable and sturdy material that is capable of withstanding the pressure and heat produced during the operation of the press. Common hose materials are thermoplastics, synthetic rubbers, and polypropylene, which are material capable of resisting corrosion and effects of exposure to chemical. Next is ram. The bed is a flat supportive surface that supports the die as force is applied by the ram. Servo press design. A servo press uses precision and a servo motor to control the movement of the ram. They are popular for their accurate positioning of the ram, which is ideal for the production of parts that require precision and optimal repeatability. The servo motor is connected to a form of linear actuator such as a ball screw that controls the upward and downwards movement of the ram. With a servo mechanical press, the main motor, flywheel and clutch have been removed and replaced with a servo motor that makes the ram more controllable. The elimination of the parts of traditional mechanical press result in a servo press having fewer driving parts and simplified structure. In uh, typical mechanical or hydraulic power press, the ram moves down with a great force and strike the workpiece to create the desired shape, after which it returns to its original upward position. With a servo press, the ram can be controlled to the extent that it can strike the workpiece and remain in contact for an extended period. Servo presses are used for applications that requires exceptional precision and control, such as aerospace and electronic manufacturing. They are capable of producing the stamping, punching, and forming applications of mechanical and hydraulic power presses with greater precision. Next, if you come to servo motor, the servo motor drives the ram of a servo press and provides power and force to the servo press system. Direct drive and servo motor drive with a reducer are the type of motor used in servo press. Direct drive. A direct drive motor is connected directly to the actuator and is a low speed, high torque motor with a simple structure, high efficiency and low noise. It has limited torque which limits its use. Low tonnage servo presses. Servo motor with a reducer. A servo motor with a reducer allows a rapid acceleration and acceleration. It has speed reduction ratio that matches the inertia of the motor and gearbox with the inertia of the driven load, which makes the motor run more efficiently. Next one, actuator. The actuator is the part of servo motor press that changes rotary motion into a linear motion. Ball screw actuator are the mostly common used, which consist of a screw and nut assembly with ball bearing to provide smooth, even and efficient motion. Next, controller. The controller receives input from sensor which it uses to send output signals to the servo motor. Algorithm programming into the controller regulate the motion of the press to ensure precise operation and accurate repeatability. Okay. So next, mechanical power press design. The major components of power transmission and mechanical power press are clutch, crankshaft, flywheel, moving ram, and stationary ram. The slide is joined a crankshaft with a connecting rods. Okay, so this is the mechanical power press design. So in that I will explain little. Like the ram is the primary operating components of mechanical power press, which operated directly during the reforming of workpiece. The ram moves to and from within its guides, and flywheel, a driven pulley or a driven gear, is made in the shape of flywheel, which is used to store in the energy reservoir. So this is the flywheel. And next, hmm, this allowable speed rejection of flywheel, like energy, flywheel diameter, flywheel weight, speed, or creation radius. Next, clutch. The clutch, mechanical clutch, is used to connect and disconnect the driving shaft from the flywheel when it is essential to stop or start the movement of the ram. A clutch moves the torque generated by the flywheel and drives into the gear shaft. Two different kind of clutches are used in power presses: full revolution and part revolution clutches. So next, brakes. The brakes are utilized to stop the motion of the driving shaft promptly after it disconnect from the flywheel. Okay, next, base, drive mechanism, control mechanism, bolster plate, uh, and I will explain like how a power press functions. Like uh, power press machine work on the principle of reshaping the metal sheets by applying the necessary force. Okay, the main part used are a ram, bed, flywheel, clutch, and crankshaft. The ram and bed are furnished with a combination of dies that enable a metal sheet to be shaped into a particular form. The rotational motion of a flywheel is powered by the electric motor. The rotating flywheel is joined to crankshaft by clutch. Upper and lower dies are joined to the ram, and workpiece on the bed is into the machine, and the axis is initiated as a result of a rotational motion of the flywheel. Pressing and shaping jobs are done when the upper and lower dies apply a force together. Okay, the next, how to calculate the size of power press. This is also very important. uh, the tonnage is determined according to the type of thickness of material to be produced and shape and size of the press tool. Define the size of work table, and to select the opening height of press. The choice must based on the stamping. Considering when choosing a power press, like correctly determining the processing and operating method. Next, selecting the suitable pressing punching capacity. Next, defining the dimension accuracy of process product. Fully understand the function of the punch. Next, types of presses, types of frames, C frame power press, and H frame or straight frame, hydraulic frame or ring frame. Next, H frame, side frame with a tie rods. Next, drive mechanism types. Although all power presses are dependent on slider crank mechanism, the crank may be of three types. These are eccentric gear crankshaft and eccentric shaft. Additionally, instead of utilizing simple crank drive, a link drive mechanism can be used. For a example, a knuckle joint and six link mechanism. Okay. Next, blanking power press. Power press is there. That is also type of power press. And stamping power press, leading power press. These are all the types. Application of power presses. Power presses are used for various applications like curling, bending, piecing, and deep drawing. Automation makes power pressing much faster, which is currently a major requirement for the production industry. This saves money and time Research and development are currently being carried out for these heavy machines in order to streamline their efficiency. High production and low wastage of raw material presses are easily operated with top clutch. So thanks for watching my video. So for next video, subscribe and like it. Thank you.